Liverpool risks losing its captain, Virgil van Dijk, this summer, with a lucrative transfer increasingly likely. Reports indicate that sporting director Richard Hughes is seeking a Brazilian defender as a replacement. Arne Slot replaced Jurgen Klopp after nearly 9 years at Anfield, and Liverpool hopes he will have a quick impact despite the expected adjustment period. Michael Edwards has returned as football CEO, and Hughes leads the transfers. The backroom staff has also changed, with Slot bringing in new members. Liverpool wants to retain most of the squad, even with the departures of Thiago Alcantara, Joel Matip, and Adrian. Slot wants to continue working with the players who have brought success to the club, as discussed with Edwards and Hughes. 3 key players, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah, and Van Dijk, have contracts expiring in 11 months. Although Slot wants to keep them, contract negotiations have not yet begun, fueling transfer speculation. Salah is linked to Saudi Arabia, and Alexander-Arnold's situation is monitored by Real Madrid. According to reports, Van Dijk is the most likely to leave. A meeting has been scheduled to discuss a transfer to Saudi Arabia, with the Public Investment Fund, PIF, interested. Van Dijk hinted at his departure after the Netherlands' defeat in Euro 2024. Liverpool has set a price of €55 million, £46.4 million, for him. Van Dijk made 48 appearances as captain in the 2023-24 season. His departure would be a challenge for Liverpool, given his importance since his signing in 2018. Replacing him will be as difficult as it was to replace Klopp. Players like Marc Guéhi from Crystal Palace and Goncalo Inacio from Sporting Lisbon are considered replacements. Reports indicate that Liverpool consulted Juventus about Bremer, valued at €70 million, £59 million. Bremer is one of Serie A's most respected defenders, being a key figure in Juventus' defense, which conceded only 31 goals in 38 games last season. At 27 years old, Bremer has extensive top-level experience, standing out for his defensive robustness and physical presence, with a height of 1.98 m. Contracted with Juventus until 2028, his acquisition would bring Liverpool a defensive solidity distinct from Van Dijk but equally effective. Bremer has already played 5 times for the Brazilian national team, establishing himself as one of the top defenders in European football. Even with a less elegant and more old-school defensive style than Van Dijk, Bremer could bring a new presence to Liverpool's defense if an offer is made for him. However, Slot prioritizes keeping Van Dijk and hopes his appeals for a new deal are heard. So far, the Reds have made no signings this summer, but sporting director Richard Hughes confirmed that the team will be more active towards the end of the window. With Joel Matip's departure, Inacio emerges as a potential replacement Liverpool has been monitoring for months. Inacio, 22, is one of the most promising young defenders in Europe and has established himself as a starter at Sporting, with 49 games last season. Both Liverpool and Manchester United admire the player, but his £51 million release clause has been an obstacle for Premier League rivals. Reports from Portugal indicate that Sporting has softened its stance and is willing to accept an offer of around £38 million for the defender, a significant reduction from the release clause. Considering that Euro cost Man United £52 million and Branthwaite is valued at £70 million by Everton, Inacio's price is a relative bargain. With international and Champions League experience, Inacio was crucial for Sporting's Primera Liga title last season. He is expected to continue improving with experience, making him a valuable acquisition for Liverpool if a concrete offer is made in the coming weeks. Liverpool plans several signings before the window closes but also seeks to sell players to fund their business. A possible player to be sold is Tyler Morton, a great prospect for the club. Morton, 21, had a successful loan spell at Hull City last season, with 39 championship games, 3 goals, and 5 assists. He attracts interest from Premier League clubs, and Football Insider states that Liverpool is willing to accept a significant offer for him this summer. Clubs like Sevilla, RB Leipzig, and Eintracht Frankfurt have also shown interest in the midfielder. The Reds are seeking a new right winger as a long-term replacement for Mohamed Salah, and Japanese international Takefusa Kubo is considered one of the best young players in that position in La Liga. Kubo, 22, joined Real Sociedad from Real Madrid for just £5.5 million in the summer of 2022. Since then, he has made 85 appearances for the Spanish club, scoring 16 goals and providing 14 assists. According to Japanese outlet Spanichi, Liverpool is in the final stage of completing Kubo's signing after accepting an offer of around £55 million for the winger. Real Madrid has a 50% sell-on clause in Kubo's contract, meaning they will receive approximately £27.5 million from the deal. As a left-footed right winger, Kubo seems an ideal replacement for Salah, as speculation continues surrounding the Reds' talisman's future. Salah has only 12 months left on his contract at Anfield, and sources told Team Talk that it is highly unlikely he will leave this summer, but he might leave in a year. The 32-year-old remains essential for the Reds, having scored 25 goals in all competitions last season. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk, also in the final year of their contracts, are other major concerns. When asked about the trio's future, Reds sporting director Richard Hughes stated, "These are private matters between the club and the players. The only concern Arne and I have about the situations is the players' full commitment to the cause next season, and we are absolutely convinced that will be the case. Planning for Salah's possible departure makes sense, and Kubo could be an excellent long-term addition to Slot's squad. He can also play on the left wing or as an attacking midfielder, providing cover in various areas for the Dutch coach if Liverpool manages to close the deal." Real Madrid legend Zinedine Zidane has already praised Kubo, especially during his loan at Mallorca in 2021-22. Real Madrid also has the option to re-sign Kubo for £27.5 million due to a buyback clause in his contract, but Spanichi suggests Liverpool has won the race for his signature. So what do you think about this information? Leave your opinions in the comments. Your opinions are of great importance to our beloved Liverpool and above all, to improve this channel for you every day. Reds fan, we really need your help to grow this channel that is totally dedicated to you. For that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your likes. It helps our work a lot. Thanks. Greetings.